Hello. Okay, so I hope this is coming through because last night on our live, we got dropped off of our live twice during our live. So, welcome to um, Tall Adventures, or no, Tall Tales and Short Adventures with Derek and Amy. Derek's not here today because Derek, and I put it in the chat. Derek will not be live with me today. He's under the weather after going to the dentist yesterday. I am very sensitive to, I guess, the injections that they put inside your mouth, and I'm guessing he is too. Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian. He's here. He's here from the Vineyard Farmhouse. I am live from YouTube and Facebook. I stream them both. So, uh, just letting y'all know that I may be putting some chat on there if it comes through on Facebook. So, what are we talking about today? Okay, so I have my first speaking event, and I say my first because I did have a speaking event at the girls' home when I went and did that and stuff, but I didn't really talk. I just taught them how to make Kool-Aid pickles and stuff. So we talked about like the homestead stuff and whatnot. But I have a actual speaking event coming up in September for the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous that is in McAllister, Oklahoma, September 26th and the 27th. I'm on at 9 Eastern tonight, 1 hour earlier than normal, and it will probably be that way from now on. Okay, so there is the update for you guys. If y'all follow the Vineyard Farmhouse, um, he is going live at 9 Eastern, 1 hour earlier than normal. So usually it's like 9 o'clock. So he'll be on at 8 o'clock tonight. Um, there is Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Hello, Rebecca. Um, I know I'm finally live, and I sent the link to Derek, and then Derek said that he wasn't going to go live tonight because, or this evening with me because um, he's having a little mouth issue after going to the dentist and stuff. So, yeah, there's Scotty Two Toes. The dentists are savages and will make your near death bed. Right, right. There's Bowen. Well, me and Brian are on normal time zone, and we can't be up all night. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, we are the right time. That's Central Standard Time. But so for my speaking event, I'm doing homesteading and prepping is what I'm going to be talking about. So when I got back from taking my mother-in-law to the doctor and stuff, I got back and I started writing stuff down. I'm going to do wrong time, wrong tools homestead. Oh my goodness. Bowen, Bowen. So I wrote stuff down. I've got to make a PowerPoint, pictures and all. And so it's going to be really fun, and I'm going to have like a whole table set up for them to see on not only homesteading stuff, but prepping stuff. And I know Chris is more of like I'm interested as well. I'm interested in prepping, and I can say that I'm somewhat part prepping. Um, and it's not the scary version of prepping. You know, I have like my jars and my containers full of like flour, rice, all of the dry goods, and then I have them labeled. And then I have my canned goods and stuff on the shelf. I was gonna put a video out showing like how I organized everything with my mom and stuff, but let's see. I was fine with being on at 9 Central, but a lot of my friends complained that it was too late. Oh no. I get it. I get it. I've often thought about moving my time because it's at 8 o'clock. There's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. She is on the Facebook side. Like I said, I am streaming both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. But I need to show y'all that, and looking up information and trying to, like, Chris is good about the prepping side. Like, say you have a storm out or whatever, he's got us through with all the preparation stuff that he had. So that's what I'm going to be basing it off of. Not like, now our world is not the same, as when we were growing up, like way back then, and I know some of y'all are older, and so the world's not the same as when y'all were younger. And I'm not talking about like, um, we get an attack and stuff, because it could happen, but I'm talking about like the less fear side of prepping, making your own bread, um, and stuff like that. So I'm putting stuff together. The video of the kitty and you was funny, but it would have been funnier if it was Chris. I'm telling you, I have to get a video of Pixie all over Chris, because she does. No matter if he's just sitting there, because he can get home, she could be laying down and resting. And as soon as he walks in, she runs to him. He sits down and she's climbing all over him. I'm working late again. Oh man. So my mind has been working at writing stuff down. You're too bougie for preps. Well, I say that I am, but I've also got like we've did our own, um made our own like shakers and stuff with the hot peppers. Um, I was gonna do some onion powder, because I had dehydrated some onions and I can't remember what happened to those. I think they're inside a little shaker. I haven't like ground them up yet, because I do have some onion powder on the shelf. So I think I have it in a little container, where it's not ground up just yet. So I do some of the prepping stuff. And hello, I'm a YouTuber. I didn't record all kinds of stuff, but I do prepping stuff. Um, I was on a live. I'm teasing. LOL. I can't wait to see uh, y'all's cans, etc. Our cans. Have you tied your hair Have you tried your hand at canning yet? I have got books. So like I had been, um, I'm answering all y'all's questions while I'm talking about what I'm talking about. Um, so canned goods you mentioned. Oh, okay. I get you. I get what you're talking about. So I have a lot of canning books. Now, Greg and Donna at Duncan Family Farm are gathering some stuff so that I can start canning. My mother-in-law is really good about like canning and stuff. She's got jars on her shelf of like potatoes and stuff that she has done. So she knows how to can. Y'all, when I got together with Chris, I was not this same person that I'm thinking today. Um, I am very interested in, I've made my own bread. I really want to make my own pasta. I know that it takes a lot to do like making your own pasta and stuff. I've watched Ginger at Not for Nothing Homestead, and there's James Hall, y'all. Hi, James. What's up? Where's Derek? Yes, Derek is recovering from dental work. He went yesterday, and I think he's just like me, where they inject you too much, and very sensitive to that, because it could take days for us to recover after that. So I told him to get better. I did make the thumbnail and I sent him the link. What did y'all think about the thumbnail? I thought it was funny because he's always about the um, Um, Rebecca, why are you not blue on my side? I just noticed that. I'm sorry. Whoops, squirrel. Um, but I made the thumbnail just for him and I sent it to him. Rebecca, hold on because we're gonna fix this because you never made me a mod. I don't ask. Well, Rebecca, you have been in my chat, um, and I know you in person. I've met you in person. I am just like, why are you not in mode? So hold on, y'all. I'm gonna make her a mod right quick while I'm live. Let me see because she is a good mod. Add as moderator. There we go. I have fixed it. She loves sharing links, and I love that. Um, so hold on. Yes, hold on. Okay, so as I was saying, I was what do they call that? Where people call it not basically call you out, but they collaborating, I guess, where somebody, I think it was Charles, had wanted me to collaborate with him on the books about, that help. I don't remember what it was called, and I never did that video. The challenge collab, yes, the challenge collab. I feel the same. It disturbs the senses not seeing her in blue. I know. So she is blue now. She is blue now. So enjoy your wrench. But I need to do that because now that I am organized and I got my books over here and I have more. Don't get me wrong, I have more. But I really want to start canning. That is very interesting to me. Not only because of the prep, but because I want to be more. And I watch Tony from Our Cabin in the Woods. Tony is awesome at all the canning stuff that he does. I've personally seen his canning area. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I do know that he has that canning section and stuff, and I absolutely love it. So now that I'm like organized, I might be late on that little collaboration with Charles, and I'll show y'all my book section. I have my Bibles over there, y'all. Those Bibles are, if they're not on my desk, they're on my bookshelf and stuff. But I have different kinds of books. My mom is in the garden now getting things. She cans lots. That's awesome. That is awesome. So that's part of the prepping side of homesteading because I think homesteading and prepping go together. We are a family of Billy Meanies, a Beatles reference from the movie Yellow Submarine. I guess I have never seen that movie, Scotty. I've never seen that movie. But then again, Chris can tell you there's a lot of movies that I have not seen. Y'all don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me. If you're seeing on the Facebook side, hit that thumbs up. On the YouTube side, hit that thumbs up for me, please. If you have any questions, if you have any like thoughts of your own that I can. Who asked Lisa? Hi, Marissa. What's up, Marissa? Last night I won 4 jars canning lids. That is awesome. Like if I could move my desk like this, okay, to where y'all are seeing the shelf that I had over there. It is in one of my videos. I have canning jars to start with. I have my mixer that was gifted by Avid Fisherman. I have my Nutrimil grain thing that I have not used yet because I'm waiting for my countertop so that I can set it up there and I don't have to keep taking it off and on and off and on and off and on, if you get what I mean. And then I want to start making my own candles. So I have candle little glasses that I got from an auction. Um, I have my incubator up here, and I have all kinds of stuff that I'm preparing. I have my what else do I have on there? Oh, my slicer. My mom gave me a slicer that my dad had on the shelf that he had bought, and so yeah, yeah, I came to homesteading via prepping. There's a whole crowd who homestead for healthy food. I found the two people aren't necessarily the same, despite both being homesteaders. See, there is different. So, like, there's like prepper preppers that are like full on prepping, talking about like prepping. They show all kinds of stuff. Okay. Um, then you got the homesteading prepping, which we're part of that. Um, and because I can make videos and videos of all the stuff that Chris has and stuff, but um, he's got go bags and stuff, and he changes the stuff periodically just because he needs to, how he's explained it, he needs to make sure, which makes sense to me because I was reading up on it today. It's always good to check to see what you have, what you're getting low off of, um, you know, and I think I'm going to make a 72-hour bag um, so that I can prepare for my speech. Let's see. Well, look at that. Marissa is here on Facebook. If you have canning questions, you can always ask Large Family Homestead, for they can a lot. Yes, that is another person that I watch. Large Family Homestead. Oh my gosh, she is so good. I've caught her on TikTok live before, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, we haven't spoke to each other in a long time." I know. I'm the weird prepper. Not gonna lie. Hey, listen, I'm right there with you. Like Chris, I'm hoping is in the room with me when I'm talking about the stuff, because he is really good about talking about prepping stuff. I like I will tell you, I kind of, when we first got together and he started the prepping stuff, I made fun of him, y'all, because I'm like, what? Because I was one of those people. Like, what? Why? Like, we can just go to the store and get something, and it's so easy to say that. Well, we'll just go to the store and we'll get like the band-aids, or we'll go to the store and we'll get that can of beans or whatever. And Marissa says, "Thank you, Rebecca, for the baby blanket. You got to keep your stuff fresh." Yes. We have so many blankets. I love it. I know so many people from the community are crocheting and stuff, and they love making those blankets for the babies. For those who have and make bags, we're always robbing stuff from them. Also, food preparation. Oh, there's Rabbit Coyote. I have 2 bags of beans and a can of soup. I'm a prepper. Hey, there you go. That's a start. See, start small. I read that. Start small. Don't just go out there and buy tons of stuff to where you have way too much of one thing. You know, I did learn that. So hello. Welcome in. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a speech, and then I've got to do my PowerPoint and stuff. I feel like we have to keep our skills fresh as well. Yes, absolutely, because everything changes, right? Like, there's so many things that you can use to start a fire, um and stuff that used to work don't work anymore, so you got to think about stuff. So yeah, being from East, I never thought of doing prepping. Guess I really never thought of doing it. Scotty, it is always good. And I'm on my husband's side, y'all. I'm on my husband's side on this. You have to be prepared, because listen, we have lost power before, and I'm telling you, having stuff that you can prepare on the shelf, to where it doesn't require so many things to make it, because your power's out. Because say you have electric stove, well, your electric's out, it's not going to work, right? So you got to think of different ways um, to be able to cook that meal, right? So I want to can some cucumbers to make some pickles for my brother and I want to do that too. I want to make some pickles because I am a pickle lover. I am. If you don't know that by now, I am. I love pickles. And duplicate two is one is none. Um, I just put up 14 quarts of whole cherries a couple weeks ago. Nice. Nice. Now, my thing is, okay, so when we first moved into our little cabin, we didn't have the water hooked up and stuff. Chris is still digging the water line, but I have a way to water. Okay, I have a way to water. But we have a lot of those gallon jugs, the blue ones that you can put water in. I have a lot of those, and we have a little thing that you put those on, and you can pour water out into stuff. We have one of those on the shelf. Um, and I was reading on like storing water and stuff. And I need to read up more on this because I know after a while you have to check your water stuff, the water that you have prepared, that you have stored and stuff. And I know that there's different ways that you have to store water and all of your foods so that they don't go bad. So I'm reading up, y'all. I'm reading up and I'm learning. My family always did all these things. It was just life. Now fancy people call it prepping and homesteading. Yep. Do you like the sweet or sour pickles? I love sour pickles. I cannot do sweet pickles. Canning will be addicting. I'll warn you. I'm ready. I am so ready to start my canning phase. And like I said, Greg and Donna at Duncan Family Farm have been so awesome. They're gathering stuff for me to where I can start having canning stuff. We went to the Okie Homesteading Expo, and there was a vendor there, and I bought a box of the half pint jars for my canning. So I've started with my canning stuff. Been at this prepper thing my whole life. Grew up homesteading. That is awesome. Um, Thank you, Rebecca, for sharing links. I appreciate that. You can water. You can you can water. They will last good indefinitely. Wow, us Indians been running from the government for a hot minute. You better add more shelves or a big pantry. Yes, Scotty. I plan on, okay, so like when we do my YouTube studio, not studio, my YouTube kitchen, I am going to have a section of that to where it is going to have all of my canning stuff, all of my food storages, and stuff. So I'm really prepared to have that um, built into my YouTube kitchen. I do that when I need a full canner. A cool, dry place is imperative. Yes. Yes. I read that. I do know that. And like I said, these books, um, they're so helpful. And I've won some books from Jesse's Live. Marissa's won some books from Jesse's Live, and she's given them to me. Um, and then I've also been sent some books from Brother Troy. Brother Troy sent some books to me um, on all kinds of stuff. And I can't say that I've always been a reader, but I love books. Does that make sense? Like I've always, so like watching Beauty and the Beast when she walks into that big old library and stuff. I want that. I want that, but I think my sister was a bigger reader than I was, but I just love the look of like a whole bunch of books. And I want them to be um like prepping books and cookbooks and how to do books and stuff. So I'm totally prepared to have at least one wall inside my studio with nothing but these kind of books. The jars are better with water in them than just letting them sit empty. Nice. I have a library of old books. Love the smell of antiquity. Okay. Yes, 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 absolutely. Um, so yeah, I'm I've got my spiral and I'm writing stuff down. And like I said, I got to make a PowerPoint with pictures. Are you like Jesse, where there has to be pictures in the books? LOL. Not necessarily. Like, yeah, I like seeing pictures and stuff, especially when it comes to cookbooks. Um, uh, like I like to be able to see what I'm making. Like when a recipe sounds like really good, and they don't show a picture, you have to wait till you make it to see if you actually like it. And so yeah, in some instances, I do like the pictures in the book. Um, Also with do it yourself projects, I have a book up here, or at least Chris has a book up here, and I like seeing like the pictures of the after product of what it's supposed to look like. That I think that's helpful. So, but I have a whole lot of books, y'all. I have a whole lot of books, and there's still more that I have not put on the shelf. Um, it's just starting. It's just starting. I just have a whole lot of books. Um, so, and then I plan on ordering more books. I love, okay, listen, squirrel moment again. Still talking about books, but I love going to the library when they're having their sale on library books. And you can also get books that way as well. The ultimate prep is having Christ Jesus in your life. Yes, absolutely. I believe you. I agree with that. I agree with that. And I am totally enjoying my Bible that you sent to me, Bowen. I love it. It's on the shelf and stuff. If you don't know Jesus, it's all pointless. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. But you have to put your own twist on things to make it your own. Yes, I agree with that too, Scotty. When you're doing, and that's what I like about Chris. Like when he's doing a project, he changes a few things to make it his own. And then I come back because, like, if y'all don't know about me, I'm an artsy person. I love drawing. I love painting. I had at one point a little burner where you could write out. I could write out the words, the letters, and I would burn them into the wood. Y'all, I enjoyed that. I haven't done it in a long time, but I am an artsy person. I love to draw. It eases my mind, I think. So after he was done with, like, we used to have, we entered a an arts and craft show, and he had his little things that he made, and I would paint them and I would put the words on them to make it our own. It was different. That was fun. We That part of our life, um, I think, is still sitting there. It's still sitting there. Our little keychain thing that we have our name on, and it sits on the wall and it holds our keys. Chris made that. Um, that was from one of the art and craft show that we had entered before. So there's a lot of stuff that we used to do that we don't do right now. I do have an original late 1800s Alice in Wonderland in my library. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. I love old books. Like when um Chris's granny passed, I don't know where those books went. But I had a whole lot of books that I brought from her house because she had a whole lot of books. And I loved, um, I guess I could say, I could agree with you, the smell of old books, you know, when you open them and you can see the age of that book. It was awesome. I don't know where those books went though. But we had a lot. We had Christian books. We had all kinds of stuff. So I just have to go digging and seeing where they're at, so I can add to my bookshelf over here. I got an old Bible from the 40s. Oh, see, that's cool. Um, I have a Bible somewhere, where when my mom was working as a CNA, when I was growing up, um, she was working in this nursing home, and I would go visit her. And I think that's where I got my whole wanting to grow up to be a CNA, um, nursing and stuff. Uh, I went to go visit her, and there was this little old lady, and I would go visit her, and we called her Granny. Um, we called her Granny, and she had this Bible, and I absolutely loved it. And she had this cover, and you could tell it was made by her. Um, it was a cover, a Bible cover made by her, and she had wrote in it and stuff. And I got that when she passed. She had requested for her family to have me have that, and then um, so yeah, I absolutely love old things. My antiques are all German. Woo! There's Derek. Hey y'all, I'm here for a few minutes. I'm feeling better. 3 shots of oh may have been too much. Woo! Y'all be sure to hit the like button. Thank you, Bowen. Yes, y'all hit the like button. And thank you for those who are lurking. I see 15 people in here. And I don't know necessarily if the 15 are just from YouTube, or the 15 is coming from YouTube and Facebook together. But hey, I'll take it. Also, the works of William Shakespeare from March 1938. Wow, that is an old book. That is an old book. So hey, I like your library so far that you're telling me. That's awesome. I need to start planting some seeds because I need to get them started, and I think that's going to give me motivation to hurry up and get my garden started outside. Because as we were discussing last night, I have so many like goals for making a bigger garden and stuff. Um, I might have to post some pictures of my collection of books on my channel. Yes, I think you should. That'd be awesome. They did a block on my lower left jaw so they could fill 2 teeth and do a deep cleaning. Ah, yeah, see, they did a deep cleaning on my teeth the last time I went to the dentist, and them doing the whole needles in my gums. I just couldn't do it. Okay, listen, I have tattoos. I am a tattooed person. Okay. I'm not done. I love getting tattoos, but needles are a different thing. Um, my heart rate goes up when it comes to getting a shot. So yeah, I can't do it. So yeah, dentists kind of scare me, um, a little. Dentists scare me just a little bit. Just because I know they have to do that when they do the deep cleaning and stuff. Uh, so I feel you, brother Derek. I feel you. That's no fun at all. My cheek is sore from the dentist pulling on it. Oh, My thing is that I don't like from the very get go is when they have to take pictures of your teeth and they're shoving this thing that they know well and heck that does not fit inside your mouth, and yeah, and they're just shoving it in there. They don't care. They're moving your cheek and stuff and putting in it. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. My next dentist appointment is going to be to put me out and pull all of them out. Oh, James. Whew. Um, that's why your dentist has that overhead train set. LOL. um, I'm telling you, it don't matter where I go, Scotty. It doesn't matter where I go. Those dentists do the same thing. I just think it's cool that my dentist has a train going across the whole thing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But y'all, you never know what we're going to be talking about. I interact with the chat. So when you have questions, I could be talking about something and then I see your question and it could be a totally something different and we're talking about different things. That's just how it is. Alrighty, y'all, fixing cornbread and chicken and noodles, goodies. Y'all have behaved now. Good night. Have a great day. Um, so earlier, only 15 to pull. Ugh. Oh, wow. Um, I always said that I was gonna get like my teeth pulled and just go and get like the ones that they screw in. But I'm a weenie when it comes to pain. I told y'all that last night. When it comes to me being sick, when I get hurt or anything, I'm a big old weenie. I just can't do it. I can talk all day long that I want all my teeth pulled out and I want start fresh. Nope. They're gonna have to put me out and take all of them out for me to be okay with taking out all my teeth. Uh, but yeah, if y'all have pointers for to give me on the prepping side or the homesteading side, that I can, Mama V has a video discussing that process. I will have to go look. Yeah, because I know that she's got a nice set of teeth now inside her mouth, and it's great seeing all of like the YouTube community and seeing their changes, from Mary and Miley to Mama V to Rachel. Just seeing the whole differences. Um, they're beautiful women. I'm just saying they're beautiful women, and I love watching their videos. Um, but like I said, I'm all about the community. It don't matter if you're in Oklahoma. It don't matter if you're in Texas. It doesn't matter if you're in Ohio. It don't matter if you're in Arkansas. I am supporting you in watching your videos and shouting others out. That's always been my goal, since starting the YouTube, is shouting people's pages. And I've confused people sometimes. Like when I share my YouTube videos, I will shout out channels inside the description of the video, and they'll be like, I watched the video, but I didn't see anything about me. But you mentioned us, and I'm like, I'm sharing people. If you read the description of my videos, I say show these channels some love. And you could be in the video, you could not be in the video. I share channels out. It's all about community. And there's like over 1,000 channels that I am subscribed to. So trying to share 1,000 or more channels out is pretty hard. So sometimes I reshare, um, I duplicate every so often the channels that I've already shared out. Um, it's because there's new people that are always coming in, you know. Um, and that's the great experience about all this. There's new people who come in, and I was new at one point in the community, And it's scary jumping in and saying, okay, am I going to fit in here? Or what, and it's amazing to see some of the community, and me and Chris have already discussed this before, seeing the community of the homesteaders going to the prepping side, and the prepping side coming to the homesteading community when in their comments or on their lives, and I just think that is amazing. And we don't, and like I said, it's from all of the around the cities, the states, different states. um, Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse will be going live tonight at 8 o'clock. Yes, he mentioned that. He came in and mentioned that he's going an hour earlier um, for his live tonight. So, y'all, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Go check out Vineyard Farmhouse with Brian. He has an open panel on his live, and it's interesting. I've been on that panel. I haven't been on the panel in a long time, but I've been on that panel, and there's a whole bunch of people that come up on panel, and they just talk, and it's like sitting in somebody's living room, and you're chit chatting, and you're interacting with the chat, and I absolutely love that. I love it. And y'all, Wednesdays is only an hour. There's my mama. She's on the Facebook side. Hello, mama. So yeah, I usually like to tell people who's live next. But I found that people have either stopped going live at that time, or they've switched their time, or whatever. But there's a whole lot of people who are live right after me. Wednesdays is usually an hour. Tuesdays is my long live. It used to be 3 hours. It used to be 4 hours, and then I cut it down to an hour and a half. Last night we went for a little over 2 hours. But that's just it. We get to talking, and it's awesome. It's awesome to interact with y'all, and then have y'all come up on panel. I know that Brother Troy was the only one to come up on panel last night. So we appreciate Brother Troy coming up and talking and stuff. So let's see. There is Tony, our cabin in the woods. Good evening, Amy. Gramps is done watching grandkids for the summer vacation, so now we can get back at watching people's videos. Yay! That's awesome. I had discussed, I was talking about you earlier in my live, and I was telling people that I have a speaking engagement. I'm going to be speaking at the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous, and I'm going to be talking about prepping and homesteading, because they go together. And I was talking about, your canning and stuff. And I love watching your videos for that reason, because, you show how the whole process of how you do things. And I think that's awesome. I'm learning a lot from you, and I can't wait to do start my stuff, But I was discussing you, Tony, and it's good to have you back in chat. I know that when the grandbabies are around, because I'm the same. If my grandbabies are around, homesteaders are preppers. Yep. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, they're like, wait a minute. Because I'm like, I've heard people like, oh, that makes sense, But yes, homesteaders are preppers. And there's different kind of preppers out there, y'all. There's different kind of preppers out there. I've discussed that in the very beginning too. But it all goes together, And so, but I appreciate you coming in, Tony. I was discussing last night that it's, people get busy and stuff, and we used to open up panel, and there was like so many of you guys that come in and chat with us and stuff, and we kind of miss that. But we understand that people are busy, and life changes, and it's been so hot. So who wants to come up on panel when they've been outside for forever and stuff? So we'd love to have you again. you and Angie come up on panel one day again. And if you want it to be that way, to where I don't open it up to everybody and I just send, a few people the link, I can do that. I can do that because I understand a lot of people don't like going up on panel with like different people, and that's okay because I'm open to anything. And it's not saying anything bad about those who don't like going, coming up on panel with just a whole bunch of different people, and they're talking over each other. But it was good having you and Johnny and Troy and Paul Case and all of y'all guys coming up on the panel and stuff. But one day it'll be like that again, and I look forward to it. But I'm really excited about this talking engagement. Like I keep saying that it's my first. I'm gonna get out of here. Have a great night, Amy, and everyone in chat. I will be back next week. Yay! It took me a long time to come up on panel. Yes, it did. But you've come up on panel before, and I remember that. Um, Now it's been a long time. It's been a long time, but yeah. Um, and I don't count the when I was talking to the girls at the Oklahoma girls' home, when we did that little homesteading event. I don't count that as a like actual speaking event. Like, yeah, I talked to the girls and stuff, and I talked about how to make the Kool-Aid pickles and stuff like this. But I haven't talked like have a PowerPoint and stuff like that. And I'm gonna have a PowerPoint and stuff. And so I'm really excited. I hope Chris joins me in this because I'm gonna be talking about prepping, because he is a really like he knows more than I do and stuff. Sorry, Angie just called me. I'm back now. You're gonna have to watch it over. You're gonna have to watch it over, Tony. Because I was talking to you again. That was funny, but it's okay. You can watch replay and see what I said. But um, you have a good night, Derek. I understand you're feeling under the weather because of the dentist thing, and I look forward to next week. I think I'll use the same thumbnail that I used for this week, because I made it specially just for Derek, because he's all about sending people about the Sasquatch and stuff. Yup, I will. Well, I appreciate that, Tony. Um, I don't know if Chris is on the way home just yet. Um, he's been working a little past 5 and stuff, and um, sometimes he comes in and it's already getting dark. And I know that because it's hot outside, there's a lot of people who um, need their AC worked on, and so yeah, he's not here. That's why you only get me. So I've been talking about prepping and homesteading and canning books and how to do your do it yourself books and all the library that I have, and uh, I want more. I want more books, cooking books. I talked about how I have arranged my. I'm kind of like a prepper, I guess, so far, and I didn't think about it until now, to where I love organization, and and how I have my shelves organized is I don't keep the rice inside the bags. I have a container that has a whole bunch of rice, and I label it, and then I have my flour in a container. I have my sugar in containers. I have my tea bags in containers. Um, because I just don't want a whole lot of boxes up on the shelf. I'm more organized. We went to Dollar Tree. Yes, Dollar Tree, which is not a dollar anymore, but they still call it Dollar Tree. Um, Me and my mama got some little spinny uh, things where we can put the spices and stuff and the seasonings in that I use most, and I can turn it around, and stuff. And I think that's just awesome that they came up with that idea. I've just been into organizing everything and putting stuff where it belongs, and I feel a whole lot better. I'm looking at my propane tank and a tree fell on it this morning. Great. Never have time to work on my truck. It's always one thing, right? When you think you're getting ahead and then something happens and you got to go take care of that. I understand it. I understand it. Chris has a lot of projects that he's got going on top of working a job on the outside. So yeah, it's been busy. But my goals, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to talk about my goals right now because I've been updating my boards and stuff and putting the meetups again and the events and I need to do for the company as well. But our goals for this year, because I'm going to put more videos out, I'm going to put more shorts out. Um, just so that I can not just throw myself back into the algorithm, but so that I can keep y'all updated on stuff. It may not be a daily video, but it's going to be more videos than I had been posting. I'm going to make more shorts out of old videos as well because I used to have a membership side of this Leonard Mountain Homestead for YouTube, and I'm doing away with the memberships. I appreciate the 4 people that are still sticking around. I appreciate that so much. But you don't have to keep your membership because I'm doing away with the memberships and I'm going to make all those videos public. So if you see an old video that has come out and it's talking about memberships, just know that I'm sharing those out to the public now, so that y'all get to see those. So I hope y'all enjoy those as well. And then our goal is to hit 3K because that's our next big number. Because once we do our 3K, or once we hit that 3K, we're going to be doing a giveaway. And we're going to have some good prizes. We're going to have gift cards. We're going to have tools. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. And I need to give some of the seeds because I've lost some of the seeds that I was supposed to send out. I need to give those. I need to go get some more seeds and give those to the people that I owe some seeds to. And I'm going to throw in some more goodies for the people that have been waiting. But we may have merch by that time. So yeah. Hello, oops. Welcome in. Welcome in. Um, so yeah, that's our goals for right now, or my goals for Leonard Mountain Homestead is to put out some more videos, keep y'all updated. Um, and like I said, it may not be on a daily basis, but it'll be more videos that, and they won't be as long as I've been putting out. Now there may be a longer video put out during the week. You may get 2 long form videos. Um, but I don't know that just yet. But that's my goal, and I'm going to put more shorts out. And it's going to be more of the animals, the kittens, the kitchen stuff, um, and and then like I said, we're trying to hit our 3K subscribe count for Leonard Mountain Homestead. And we're trying to do that before October 8th because October 8th is our 3-year anniversary for YouTube. And so we're trying to get that 3K before our October 8th anniversary. So we're getting there. And I know sometimes our numbers goes up and then sometimes the numbers go down. But I would appreciate everybody sharing us out and letting people know about Leonard Mountain Homestead and get the word out about the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous coming up in September. That's going to be September 26th and 27th in McAllister, Oklahoma at the fairgrounds. I'm going to make a short about that. I'm going to make a video about that you can share out to the community. I have tried to call the news station because I've seen segments where people come up there and they're talking about events that's happening. And so I've sent out an email to the news station that is local. And I'm hoping to go on there with Chris from Hippie Callier Homestead so that we can tell others about the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous event. So I'm gonna keep sending emails and stuff. Hopefully they're getting them, because they said the news desk gets all of, when you, it's just a blank email sent to the news desk and everybody gets it. So I'm hoping somebody comes across that, and we get on the news and we can talk about this, because we need more people to know about this. Um, and then we need more volunteers. So if you know somebody and you're available, um, we need more volunteers for the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous. There is a Facebook page for the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous that you can share out, and if you have Facebook, and so we would all appreciate that. Chris and Dodge from Hippie Callier Homestead. There's a lot of people that are putting their time into this, and it's not just me and Chris. It's Chris and Dodge. The Wild Huckleberry's going to be there. Um, um, there's a lot of speakers, so it's going to be a great event, and I need to push it out more, and I need to tell more people about it. So next few couple weeks, I'm gonna put out a video explaining what the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous is about. I'm probably not necessarily gonna tell people like who is all gonna be there, but there is a Facebook account. If you have the Facebook, if you go to there, you can see all the people that are gonna be there speaking. There's gonna be speakers, food trucks. There's gonna be vendors, and it's just gonna be great. It's gonna be a great event. So I hope to see some of y'all there. Um, but that's going to be my first speaking event. I say my first speaking event because, like I said, yes, I spoke at the Oklahoma Girls Home, but I have to put a whole PowerPoint together as I'm talking to the people. So y'all know I can talk, but my whole thing was talking in the very beginning of the whole this. I was like, when we started our homestead social medias, I was very nervous talking on screen. Um, so I'm kind of a little nervous talking to people in public, and especially like using the PowerPoint and doing all this and having everything set up. And so pray that my heart will the nervousness goes away, because I'm nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. I'm excited at the same time. So I'm already started on my, writing notes and stuff, and getting pictures together and stuff. And I will probably have pictures of my animals to take as well, so that they know that I do have animals on my homestead. So I have a few minutes left, and I'm just going to thank y'all for coming in and, chatting with me and asking questions and everything. And make sure y'all hit the thumbs up, you know. Uh, that was just a little boop. Hi, oops. Thanks for that. But make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. And like I said, share us out. She's lying because she's a great speaker. Aw, Mom. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mama. But yeah, we're trying to hit our 3K. So help us get there. Help us get there. Share our videos. Share us out on your community page. Chat froze. Oh man, you got 10 thumbs up and 10 people in here. That is awesome. Everyone be safe, stay cool. Too hot to be working out there. Yes, exactly. Y'all, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. I do know that Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse is going to be live. And then I believe 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, Wendy at Hardnack Farms is going to be live. There's a lot of great lives that are happening from here on to 10 o'clock with Peter at at Old Man King Homestead. So he goes live at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So y'all, I'm out. So thank you for coming. I love you guys. Y'all stay wonderful. Don't ever change for anyone. Keep being y'all's wonderful self. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all. Derek will be back.